So here I have the final production ESC that's gonna go on the final boards. I have posted in the full description video that the belt covers are too brittle and they snap. Exway sent me improved belt covers. We're gonna mount them and see how they perform. Let's take it outside and test the acceleration and braking. So here's a very steep hill that I usually test the board. As you can see, it accelerates a bit faster than the previous speed controller. And now I'm gonna try to hit the brakes. And it actually holds pretty good. So yes, definitely the braking and the acceleration are so much better now. Now I'll try to pick up some speed and yeah, a big difference in settings. So it feels really comfortable and creates that sense of confidence, accelerating now really fast and braking at the same time. You can really carve, accelerate really fast and brake aggressively. If you look at the screen and time it, at $700 price tag, I think the performance level of the Flex is amazing. And after all the upgrades the Exway team did, this is one of my favorite boards on the market to buy today. Now that the brakes are good, the board is so comfortable to ride, and you can easily accelerate and not worry if you have enough distance to come to a complete stop. So it's exactly the same charger as the one I posted in previous video. It just has this connector. So if you have a Ride Pro, you just have to get one of these generic connectors, cut it off, and you can charge fast. Really handy thing. I didn't look at the time, but it charged my board really fast. After 1 week of riding, it's still there and still looks pretty good. There are a few scratches. Actually hit here, and there's a bigger scratch right here, so I believe it should be more flexible. The previous one snapped, so these are still here, so it does what it's supposed to do. This part is much higher and covers the belt. I would like to see Exway coming up with a gear drive. That would be cool. Exway is also good in providing different pulleys for different type of wheels. So these are for ABAC, and this is for the cloud type wheels. I also got this bound motor tires. They're really cool. They're super soft, but a bit on the heavier side. So I'll have to try those on a bound motor, and that review is coming right after this video. So look at this, guys. Look how wide is this truck, and look at the bound motors. Look how much bigger it is. Like, these motors are massive. Let's put them close to each other. Look at this thing. Put a center right in the middle. So you can see the size of the wheel, the size of the motors, and the width. It's just so freaking awesome. So here's a size comparison between three boards. Let me actually stand this way. So the S2, the Flex, and the bow motor. The bow motor is so much longer. It's almost the size of the S2, but it is light. So I can lift one hand. Actually, let me balance, because in the back it's heavier. I can lift it with one hand. The S2, the Flex, and the bow motor. What I like about this, that I'm 6'3", 235 pounds right now. I like wide stand, so I can put my feet all the way from the front to the back, and you have a little drop here, and you have concave this way. Really comfortable. You can take a wider stand, you can take a narrow step, you can move your feet while riding. There's no flex, it's super stiff, and this big wheels with the soft rubber make the ride so comfortable and so smooth. So Flexi deck, you can get away with the smaller wheels and harder wheels, whichever wheels you like. You can just swap them, right, and you can compensate with the deck. With the carbon fiber deck, you need big soft wheels, otherwise it's not going to be comfortable. But if you have smooth areas in a city or around your house where you ride or where you commute, if you have smoother roads, then you can get away with smaller wheels. Speed 41 kilometers an hour max consistently, and on the right V2 I get 38-39 kilometers max. On the full battery sometimes 40 kilometers an hour. Acceleration is a bit soft. Braking is good, but comparing to the belt drive system it's a bit weaker. So when you engage the braking it starts strong, but at the end it does not bring it to a full stop. Not sure if this can be set up with a new update. Range. I was a bit surprised. I should get 20 to 30% more compared to the belt drive system, but I only got 11.35 miles on this app, and here 1095 miles on the second app. So it's less than I get with the belt drive system. Also, when the battery was lower than 30% capacity, the power output decreased drastically. The board really slowed down on hills, but on flats I was able to get a cruising speed around 30 kilometers an hour. The combination of hubs and flexible deck really felt comfortable, but when running at maximum speed, going over some rough patches, I felt vibration. Now, if you prefer hubs because of technology, or maybe because you don't like to deal with exchanging the belts, and you also have very good smooth roads in your neighborhood, then hubs are for you. If I'll have to choose between the belt or hubs, I will definitely go with the belt system. To me, it is just more fun to ride with the belt drive system. It's more aggressive, accelerates faster, and brakes are stronger. Alright guys, so I have mounted the wheels, and to be honest, the board is so much heavier and it doesn't look proportional. The wheels just seem to be way too big. I'm gonna check the clearance when I'm on the deck in a moment, but just like doesn't really look that cool. I like it more with those 85 orange wheels, or maybe even like 90, 95. It would be cool to try those 105's new cloud wheels that are coming soon. Maybe those will look better proportional to the board, to the deck. Kind of bulky. And yeah, I have to remove the covers. And right here, if you look, the gap is so small. Design or aspect wise, it seems to me that it's not balanced well. You need probably wider trucks. It just looks too big. The big wheels make the ride super comfortable, reduce all the vibration, give you more clearance, but the negatives are the loss of torque. So you gain speed, but it will get you to the higher speeds much slower, and braking will be slightly weaker on flats. Going down a steep hill will not bring the board to a full stop. The board will just keep rolling down with really weak brakes. I experienced cogging from the start on the flats, and going off-road the board just does not have any power to move forward. For cruising around the city on flats or slight incline it's really fun though. If you're heavy, 230 pounds or more, it does not really make sense to swap to these wheels. If you're under 180 to 150 or less than that, then you'll get much better performance, and I think it will make sense to get these wheels. In summertime, these motors will be super hot with these wheels, so for heavy rider this is probably not a good idea. Now, let me show you guys right here the problem that I just noticed recently. Hopefully this 360 can actually capture this. Right here, when you tilt left and right, this is touching the wire, and I don't know if you can see there, it's actually scraping the cable. And several days ago I was actually riding, and on the remote will show shorting motor. So there's two wires actually there. And if you can see, they're white and yellow, they're scraped. So probably, and this is the line right here, but you can see probably this is touching and shorting the motor. I personally like the stock 85mm wheels. This board shines in performance and it is really fun to ride. I would install clouds on the Variel RS, since the board is bigger and heavier. The cloud wheels look really cool and balanced on Variel RS. And you have plenty of power, and you're not losing braking and torque delivery. Variel is also capable to do well on streets and off-road. Also, Exway needs to rectify this issue and either place another 2mm rubber spacer under the deck or epoxy the wires inside the deck so it does not touch and short the motors. After 4 weeks of riding, I really like Exway because of portability, easy to carry and travel with, power output, performance and range, and also the tech and design that this model has to offer. I would also like to see Exway develop a gear drive. I think this will improve overall performance of this model. And I think Exway also need to create a bag for their boards. That would definitely complete their line of products. So these are the updates, and I'll see you next time.